What's up, guys?
Hey,
And welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of the Nothing But Controversy podcast. Welcome back. We missed you last week. Unfortunately, the boys couldn't hammer out a date or time.
No. We joined Cam on his safari.
That's why we couldn't come.
Visit.
We took a flight to Africa. We went to a couple different countries, and I saw Dawson ride an elephant, and I never thought I'd see that.
No,
It wasn't on my bucket list, but I sure added to it and checked it off real quick.
it was fun. Great time.
But yeah, we've got quite the episode for you guys. 5 segments you know and love, and one of those segments, we're bringing back NBC trivia.
I'm happy, but it's not the same without Cam. Not the same.
Yeah, he was like a lock to always finish last.
Yeah. Guy was brutal. Worst part is probably the smartest of the bunch, but guy sucked at trivia.
Well, someone who doesn't suck at trivia, Mr. Shane O'Donnell. This guy was running through the competition back in the day. Dawson had a few.
I had my run.
Yeah, well, on the board.
I feel
LBS,
like.
did you ever get a win?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think LBS ever got his win.
Well, LBS, guess what? Season 1's in the past.
Fucking I didn't even think about season 1 anymore.
If you think about it, if you win today, you're the only one with a dub on season 2. I mean,
we're going back to back.
what can I say?
Probably
We got
on
question of the week. We got game of the week. NBC trivia. Top 5. Pretty good one. And lock of the week in terms of betting. So let's head into our question of the week. My question to you guys is, what is a brutally hot take that you are taking with you into the future in any sport? Does anyone have one that they really want to get off their chest?
I'll go.
Okay.
I said to the boys before that this isn't something that I sit at home and think about all the time, but it came to mind when we came up with this question, and I'm just going to run with it. And as a Colts fan, it's, ever true. And that is, I think Bill Belichick is a bad coach.
Wow.
I don't think he's a good coach. I think Tom Brady absolutely made him. And you know what the best part is? I think he's a worse GM than he is a coach.
Yeah, he's not a great GM. I'll give you that.
I think he's a much worse GM than he is a coach, and I don't think he's that good of a coach. I think maybe in the 90s when guys wanted to be talked to like dogs and like treated like shit, he was okay. But my opinion of him really changed when what?
Special teamer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My opinion of him really changed this week. Some rookie special teamer wanted to do something nice for fucking Coach Belichick. He goes up to him. He goes, "Coach, I just blocked this punt. It's a game ball. You had whatever. It was a milestone win for him." He goes, "I want you to have it." Belichick goes, "The fuck am I going to do with that game ball?" And then he just dismisses him and sends him.
Listen, I disagree that he's not a good coach. I think he's just not. I think he's a good coach. He's just not like a player's coach. He's there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to win games. And he doesn't give a shit about the players' lives.
Look, I think
you can't say that he's not a good coach.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna swing it to literally your favorite team, and I think it shows how good a player's coach can do for a team. I think Dabble is probably the best players coach in the NFL right now, and he's like, it's tough to say this week after week after they keep winning, but like I don't think the Giants are a 5-1 team. I like or a roster that is that good enough to be a 5-1 team. I don't think the Vikings are a roster to be a 5-1 team. Okay, but like their head coach is making these guys play above and beyond what our expectations were for them, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't believe you're comparing Brian Dable to Bill Belichick right now. I think that I disagree with everything you just said.
Are we also going to talk about maybe the best offense we've seen getting held to 3 points in the Super Bowl against Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
I mean,
listen,
you don't stick around the NFL for 35, 40 years, whatever it is.
You don't win 700 games.
Yeah.
You do what you do with Tom Brady.
Wasn't 700, but whatever.
You do with Tom Brady.
I mean, Dawson, you just I told you to come up with a brutally hot take. Like kudos.
No. You said
but-
sizzling hot take, and that was fucking sizzling.
Like
Let him know.
kudos, but you just basically said that the consensus best coach of all time is not a good coach. I feel like literally he's the best coach into any room he walks into, like in the sense that any player would just be so lucky to play for Bill Belichick because
Look, the thing is, I don't know if I would want to play for him.
That's the
which is-
thing. Like, I don't
I
think
think it's part
today's
of what
NFL.
Ross was gonna say. Like, listen, you know what? Maybe 1 year, yeah, I'm gonna go get my ring, get my knowledge from Bill Belichick. But like, do I really want to sit there and it's like I can't have fun in practice?
but at the end of the day,
I'm there every day, right? And you're telling me I can't have fun at all? Like, I'm literally it's business all the time. I don't know if I want that.
but at
But
the
if
end
I'm
of the day,
working
what's the
Chasing,
point?
there's-
What's the
You're
point
in
of
the
playing
NFL, man. It's business every
Yes.
day. This
I
is
agree.
fucking
Yeah, but
No, it's
fun,
not.
bro.
You
It's
can't
not,
have it
though.
on the practice
Yeah,
field.
yeah, yeah.
This guy's telling you like you basically just can't laugh.
No, but you think guys like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are business all the
Nope.
time? No.
No.
Well, you guys are making it sound like there's no fun at Patriots practice.
I don't
Like,
think there is.
There's not.
I can
No.
assure you there is.
There's not.
Assure you there's smiles.
You think Jamar Chase would be allowed to gritty after every touchdown if he was on Bill Belichick's team?
I wouldn't stand for that
Mac
shit.
Jones
Wow.
literally ran in and did a fucking gritty when he rushed
The
for a
Pro
touchdown.
Bowl. Wasn't that in the Pro Bowl?
No, in
It's
game
also-
he rushed for a touchdown and did the gritty.
Let's also not compare
Serious.
Mac's one rushing touchdown to Jamar Chase's like 10 touchdowns.
I don't think Bill Belichick's gonna get mad because a kid's celebrating a touchdown he just scored for the Patriots. You're
Yeah.
talking
He
about a guy
literally
who has the
just
most
got
rings
mad
of
at a
all
player who
time.
went to hand him a football. Who went
What?
to hand
How
him a
could-
football.
To me, like, how can you say?
Join my army.
I think there's
No, I'm just agreeing that he's not a player's coach. I don't agree that he's not a good coach. I don't agree.
Okay, maybe I misphrased it. Maybe obviously historically, Bill Belichick is a great coach. He's a GOAT. But I don't think he's a top tier coach in today's NFL. That's what I'll say.
I think that blows my mind. That you
If there's
just
a
said
if
that.
there's a rating system for NFL coaches like in Madden, he's like a 78 right now.
I think he'd be a 99, and everyone else, the next best person's like a 92. Like
Who's the next best person?
I don't know, maybe like John Harbaugh. I don't know.
I'm
Someone who's
going to go with Andy Reid on that one.
yeah, Andy Reid's good too.
Andy Reid's a better coach.
I would
than-
say Sean Payton if he was still with New Orleans, but you know.
I'm going to go out there and say I would rather play for Andy Reid than
100%. 100%.
I mean, how many rings does Andy Reid have?
Imagine eating hot dogs and shit with Andy Reid. That'd be so fun.
Imagine going to a roller skate party with Randy Moss and Bill Belichick.
That's the one saving grace Bill
Fact.
Belichick has right now. That's one of the greatest videos.
I
of all
literally
time.
think like
So
a six
funny,
Randy
dude.
Moss
Is
draft, like,
it a costume party?
Yeah.
Fucking unreal.
Well, I'll go next because it's about the same football team. My brutally hot take is that Bailey Zapp is the future of the New England Patriots, and it's
Wow.
not Mac Jones.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think that is exactly what it is. I think that's
think
it's a hot take.
I believe that
I don't
too.
think
I
it's
believe that too. But I don't think you obviously you drafted Mac Jones, in the first round.
Dude, that's another thing about Bill. Is Bill doesn't give a shit when he drafted you.
I hope that's the
Playing,
case.
you're playing.
Because I saw an impressive stat today, actually. Zapp is the only quarterback in the Super Bowl era to post a QBR of over 100 in each of his 2 first starts.
Yeah, call me when he goes 5-0 like Cooper Rush.
And they won both those games. He's 2-0 right now.
I'll tell you guys.
So
this.
he's
This
well on
Cooper
track
Rush
to
is
do with
good.
whatever Cooper Rush is doing.
Yeah, Cooper Rush also had a 1 QBR in the first
He's gonna
half.
throw, as soon as you get to him, he's gonna throw 3 picks,
And-
and that's exactly what happened.
And I feel like people were kind of obsessed with Mac Jones's rookie season when it wasn't all that impressive. He
I
threw
wasn't
50
obsessed.
he's already he threw 5 already this year. And
I know why people were obsessed
Two
because
and a half
Trey
games
Lance
of
didn't
football.
get on the field. That's
Sorry?
why people were obsessed with Mac Jones's rookie year.
Trey Lance fucking sucks.
Because Trey Lance didn't step on the field last
Trey
year.
Lance fucking sucks.
Yeah, this guy played 1 game and ripped his leg.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Injury prone.
Oh my god.
I don't know, dude. I think Mac Jones, there's no rush to bring him back right now, So that's all I'm gonna say. That's my
The
that's my
Patriots
hot take.
definitely they definitely look good. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they look great.
Shane, you want to go?
Against a good defense too, against the Browns last week. Like,
Yep.
I mean, is your thing
Brought them
football?
up.
Yep, I think so. All
Yeah,
really.
yeah, go, and then I'll go last because mine's not football related.
Okay, cool. I actually have a couple here.
Oh boy.
First one, I'll just get it off.
Trying to run a 5-1 football team.
That's not what I'm gonna say because I
That's
don't
not
think
a hot take.
I don't think that's a hot take at all. I Personally,
I mean, technically, they are 5-1.
yeah,
So to say that they aren't a 5-1 football team would be a lie.
yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, yeah.
I think they are a 5-1 team.
Oh yes, that's why you're my favorite one here.
I think the Giants look amazing, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just love their head coach, man.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. So my first one, I know it's gonna get a little kick out of you guys. Tua Tagovailoa is gonna
oh my
Don't
god.
stop. Don't finish your sentence.
The Miami Dolphins are gonna make it in as a wild card, and they're gonna eliminate either the Bills or the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna give you a fucking response.
Okay,
Okay.
just hear me out.
I'm listening.
What's your next thing? You said
Dolphins
you
were undefeated with Tua at quarterback, correct?
Sure.
Like 3-0, yeah.
Yeah, but fair, yeah. Then
That's
he
what
goes
they're-
down. Now they're 3-3.
have DBs.
Tua Tagovailoa is underrated, unfortunately. Put up, what was it? 40-something points against that Bills defense. Three
It
touchdowns.
wasn't that Bills defense. It was
3 touchdowns of those coming in the fourth quarter.
Against a practice squad.
yeah.
Listen,
His teammates at fucking Bama, or his teammate, or the players he was playing against in college. Fuck.
Yeah.
listen, he did it. The weapons on Miami are looking
It's also like to say that
very.
he put 21 points against the Bills practice squad defense.
He only put up 21.
Yep.
Didn't they score like 3 of those touchdowns in the fourth
Oh,
quarter?
that was the Ravens.
Oh, that was the Ravens. Okay, same, whatever. Okay.
Nope, no, definitely not. The
Okay,
same.
they still beat the Bills. So,
And the Colts beat the Chiefs. Who fucking cares?
And the Giants are
saying.
5-1.
I'm just saying. Okay, that's my brutally hot take. Take it as you want. Okay. Anyways, if anyone disagrees that the Dolphins are better without Tua, you're
Yeah,
out
no
of your
shit. They're better with Tua than fucking Skylar Thompson.
mind.
Yes,
Teddy
I'll give you
Bridgewater.
that.
You're out of your mind.
Obviously.
You're out of your mind.
No,
My second hot take. This is gonna annoy you guys, but the Saints are the best team in the NFC South. And this is not like necessarily praise
a
the
hotter
Saints.
take.
This is more of the NFC South sucks.
I have a hotter take. I think the Falcons are the best.
I
team.
knew that was coming.
Dude,
I don't
the
think so.
Falcons are fucking. They're like the best 3-3 team ever.
Yo, Mariota's kind of balling, but
I know.
they might just be biting into Arthur Smith, which I didn't think was possible.
Who's the
Listen,
last team?
We still have yet to see the Saints at full capacity. I mean, it's the story of my life. I can't see a full fucking Saints team if my life depended on because they live on the injury report. So hopefully we can get healthy. Maybe do something, but literally we're 2-4 and we're 1 game out of first place. Like the Bucks do not look good right now. The Falcons look decent. The
I wanna go
Panthers,
rant on Tom Brady after this. Fuck.
the Panthers suck. They're not good at all, and they beat the Saints unfortunately. But I don't know, man. I feel like the Saints with their top 3 receivers back in. I'm not gonna say starting quarterback because I think Andy Dalton's been playing well, but Marshawn Lattimore, their O-line needs to get back in play, and I think we could do some damage. And if they win the NFC South, I think they are a tough out in the playoffs.
I actually feel
mention
like
this
I hear
every
that they need
single
to get
week
healthy
on the
every
pod.
week.
Good.
You hear this every week.
Good.
Dude, the league.
I don't know why this became a hot take.
Because I feel like a lot of people would disagree that the Saints are the best team in the NFC South, but
I think I would disagree.
there you go. It's a hot take.
I want to talk about the Bucks for a sec because the Bucks. I saw this tweet, and it was like, first of all, they suck. I don't think the Bucks are good. I think the Packers are worse. But
Packers.
I don't want to talk about the Packers, bro.
Shout out to our boy Sean Lawson because I was watching the game with him on Sunday, and he was going through it.
Yeah, I bet.
I've never seen someone need a beer that bad in my life. Like
You have
was,
not seen a bad Packers team in a long time.
He was letting the television.
dude,
go.
our lifetime, you can make. I don't think we've seen a bad Packers team.
This guy was
But
ready for
Anyways, I saw this tweet. It said Tom Brady skipped training camp takes Wednesdays off. And by the way, flew. Who'd they play this weekend? Who'd they play?
They played the Steelers.
Yeah, flew to Pittsburgh without the team on Sunday
Yeah, because he was at
He was
Robert
at-
Kraft's
because he was
wedding
partying
on
in New York.
Friday.
He was at Robert Kraft's wedding.
So he missed all the Saturday morning meetings too.
So how is Robert Kraft getting married right now?
And then absolutely,
You should not be allowed to get married at his age.
That guy's older than the Bible.
Yeah,
dude, his freaking wife is also younger than half of us.
which half? Me and
I
LBS.
don't know.
But
I don't know.
and then has the nerve to go and fucking scream and yell at his O-line on
Oh, yeah.
national TV.
Dude, he
I
gave it.
Tom Brady, if you're listening, I know you are. I know you're a fucking huge NBC fan. I was starting to like you. I think all of us were. And then you
Ever.
just fucking start this shit. You become a fucking dick. I was starting to like you.
I saw this meme. There is the picture of him yelling at his wife. It says, "I didn't leave my fucking wife and kids to lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers." I
Lose to fucking Kenny Pickett.
cried. I cried.
Oh, dude, so fucking good. All right, Shaner. I want to hear your hot take.
This one kind of hurts me to say, but obviously I do believe it. We're going to hockey here. Obviously, I'm the one that always brings it back. But I think Canada's reign running international tournaments is officially over. Like, medal over.
Really?
In
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? Like what age?
In all ages. No, maybe not juniors. Juniors, they're always going to be dominant. But like Olympics,
Like, if juniors
World
are always
Cup.
dominant, wouldn't that mean?
And wait, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because there are no elite Canadian goalies coming through the system right now.
That I can get behind.
You look at the States right now, the States forwards and decor are right up there with Canada. Their goalie, Hellebuck, Demko, John Gibson, Jack Campbell.
Carey Price.
You look at Russia, also right there with Canada. Vasilevsky, Shesterkin, Sorokin. The list goes on.
Bobrovsky.
Askarov coming up through. Like it's ridiculous. And then even Finland, Finland's got UC Saros. They're pretty set. Sweden's got Jacob Markstrom. Canada's goalie right now is like you're walking into every game flipping a coin between Mackenzie Blackwood, Jordan Binnington, and Carter Hart.
That's kind of nuts.
Like
Yeah.
Canada's reign. They might when NHL players go back to the Olympics, Canada might not medal.
Remember when we had like our goalies were like Marty Brodeur, Roberto Luongo, and Carey Price?
That's what I'm saying. There's nobody coming up through the pipe right now. Like Russia has the two best goalies in the world. And a guy that everyone thinks is going to win the Vezina this year in Sorokin. And then their fourth option is a guy who's won 2 or 3 Vezinas in Bobrovsky. The States have Spencer Knight coming up through the system. Canada's got Carter Hart.
What about that Devin Levi guy?
Look, I like Levi, but the guy was a 7th round draft pick for a reason.
Yeah. Is he going to be like a star in the NHL?
Oh, is he gonna be a top 5 goalie like
No.
half the guys I just named in the NHL one day? Probably not. He's gonna be a good starting goalie, I believe so, but enough to carry a team to the way that Carey Price freaking shut out Latvia when they couldn't score a goal. The way that Carey Price shut out Sweden in golden games.
Listen, the
Yeah.
only thing I have to say about that is you're just boiling this down to goaltending, like only.
Dude,
Like when it comes down to it,
the States, you're telling me the States can't put up as many goals as Canada can?
I'm not saying they can't, but I'm saying that Canada's roster is better.
Not by far. It's a very close roster. It is a
Okay.
very close roster. Russia, very
But
close. roster.
let's just say fully roster, goaltending, everything, the US is better. Which other
Russia.
team? Russia's better fully? I don't think so.
Dude, you're only talking about guys in the NHL. Russia's got guys in the KHL that you've never even heard of that are putting up 100 points in an NHL season if they come over here, bro.
Well, if I've never heard of them, they're not that good.
Russia outside of Canada, outside NHL players, Russia is the best country in the world for hockey.
Right.
And like I said, Vasilevsky gets hurt. Okay, I'll just put the second best goalie in the world in, who's shutting down these NHL players on a nightly basis. May I add?
I don't care if
Had
you're,
a 940 save percentage last year.
I don't care if you're Jesus Christ. You're not shutting down Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, and Jonathan Huberdeau on the line. I'm sorry.
Okay, and Canada's not shutting out Matthew Tkachuk, Austin Matthews, and Johnny Gaudreau on the line.
I'm just saying, but you're just boiling it down to goaltending.
Because
I'm
at
saying-
a certain point, how many times have we seen Canada in big games not be able to score goals, and Carey Price or Brodeur or Luongo shut the door for them to win the game?
I don't know. Like the only one that I could really think of besides that Latvia game was the semifinals where we beat US 1-0.
They also beat Sweden
3-0. That's
Which-
you
if
score
Carey
3
Price
goals,
is
you
not
should
there.
you score
Watch the game. If Carey Price is not there, Sweden's probably scoring 3 goals.
This is also in 2014.
Yeah, I know, but what
You
goal-
could argue that like the top lines on Canada now are better than they were.
You could argue that the top lines on the States are better than they were. You could argue the top lines on Sweden are better than they were. You could argue anything that everything's better.
The generations are just getting better.
Exactly. But Canada's goaltending is not, and it's going to get left behind unless someone comes through. Listen, I'm not saying that nobody's going to explode. Like Sebastian Cossa could explode. Devin Levi could explode. Carter Hart could explode. But right now, if you look at it the way it is right now, it's not looking too good for Team Canada in their goaltending situation.
LBS, dust off the old pads.
Yeah, get in there, buddy. We need you.
Yeah, right.
All right.
No matter who I have in front of me, I'll probably let in fucking 8 a game.
Those are some hot takes.
No, like
Let
at
us
this
know.
point, might as well just throw Sam Montembeault back there.
Oh yeah.
Dumpster.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways, those are some hot takes. Let us know who you think had the hottest take. But
Let us know which one of us are the hottest. Ah, shame. Fuck.
All right. So let's head on to our next segment. And that's our NFL game of the week. And I was sitting in class with Shane today. We were looking at the games. It kind of looks like a boring week next week. Not a lot of like fiery stuff. The game we came up with was Chiefs Niners. And here's what I think about it. I'm saying here, and this might be a hot take too, but I got Chiefs winning this 28-27. Okay? I know the Niners looked real bad against Atlanta. Okay? Atlanta is one of these freaky teams that can beat anyone on a given day and lose to anyone on a given day. Okay? But I just can't ignore the Niners defense. So I think saying that they're going to hold Patrick Mahomes to 28 isn't necessarily a stretch. I mean, it's not like 28's not a lot, but I guess by their standards it is. But I just think like this has like the makings to be a way closer game than everyone thinks. Everyone's going to be like, "Oh, Atlanta beat up the 49ers last week and the Chiefs just lost to the consensus best or second best team in the league in the Bills. The Chiefs are going to blow them out." I don't know. My X factor is Travis Kelce because I'm taking the easy way out here. I think that Travis Kelce is phenomenal and foreshadowing to my top 5, but he's in it. But yeah, he's great, and I think he's been helping that offense do great things without Tyreek Hill. And yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to bet against Patrick Mahomes unless it's Tua in the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
I'd rather fucking set my money on fire than do that.
facts. But no, I'm going the same team as you, Matt. I don't think it'll be as close as you said. 28-27.
I did.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be more of a, I want to say 35-24 game for the Chiefs. My X factor in this is just going to be the Chiefs tackles specifically. I think if the Niners can get, consistent edge pressure, this could be a much closer game, but I really like Orlando Brown. I think he can, no one can neutralize Bosa, but I think he can definitely work on slowing him down. I think their other tackles, Andrew Wiley, if I'm not mistaken, which he's no snub by any means, but I think it's going to come down to that. But I think that the Chiefs offense is just too good. Like I thought they would take a huge step back with Tyreek and without Tyreek, and you could definitely see it. But I think Travis Kelce just has shown us again, like Matt said, that he is just far and away, I think, the best tight end in the NFL. There's the Mark Andrews conversation and whatnot, but I think Travis Kelce is just running away with that debate.
Yeah, I think anyone who says Mark Andrews is in there isn't necessarily being unfair, but I don't think any single person that doesn't live in Baltimore would take Mark Andrews over Travis Kelce. Let's be honest.
Agreed. But yeah, so I think it's just going to come down to that. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a high scoring game. I think it might be a game where the Chiefs offense comes out really slow and has to adjust and kind of, adjust their game plan, I guess, to, what that good Niners defense is doing. But I think, like we said before, Andy Reid, he's a fucking awesome coach. I think they'll figure it out relatively early. And I think from there, it'll kind of, not be close the rest of the way.
Yeah. Before I start, I just want to say my game of the week predictions the last 2-3 weeks have been insane. Like, just pull up the receipts, boys. I'm telling you, I see these games before they happen. Anyways, I still think the Chiefs are too good. I think they cover the -3, but I also see it being like a closer game. Like all of the last, game of the weeks we've talked about, they've all been down to the wire games. And like you said, the 49ers have a solid defense. So I think my X factor is going to be the Niners offense and just their ability to, hang on with the Chiefs offense. I could see a lot of scoring. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a high scoring. It's tough to call, but I still got the Chiefs winning by at least 3.
I'm going the opposite. I'm going to take the Niners, and I think it's just I've said it so many times to kind of bet against it, but I think a good defense wins championships, and like I said, I've said it so many times that it's just in my brain to bet on the good defense. Last game I kind of felt for the Niners was kind of a trap game in Atlanta. You've seen it so many times that teams kind of overlook their opponent the week of because the next week they got such a big opponent. They're the number 1 defense in the league by a pretty significant margin. They're good at everything. Not to take anything away from Kansas City's offense, but the run game the past few weeks has just not been there. So they're kind of one-dimensional. And, if there's one quarterback I'd want on a one-dimensional team, it is obviously Patrick Mahomes, but I never know what receiver is gonna pop off for KC, and I feel like it's just so hard at some point when you're playing a linebacker like Fred Warner and a defense that could scheme for such a good tight end in Kelce. It's just once they stop him, I feel like they're gonna win that game. So that's my X factor is kind of Fred Warner, and the defense covering Travis Kelce. And if they lock him down, like I said, I think it's the 49ers are going to not run away, but they're going to close out the game. And I think it's going to be like a 24-20 kind of similar type of game that the Bills just won against the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's almost like they were game planning like last week for the Chiefs.
It's kind of like, it's Mariota. Who cares?
Exactly.
But yeah.
Interesting.
I'm going Niners, baby.
I like that.
Interesting. Listen, I think we've waited long enough. It's been quite a long time since we've done this. So it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for NBC trivia.
Oh, baby.
I've got my little board here. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna make a little board.
Yeah.
Got L, D, and S. Okay,
LDS.
right here. Okay,
Liam Darkly.
we're going football here.
So wait, tell me the breakdown of this. How many questions do we have?
Okay, this is what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. And the
Okay.
bonus question, if needed, will be who can write it down and lift it up with the right answer fastest.
Oh,
Gotcha.
boy.
Okay.
Yep.
Big
So,
Habs,
what did you just say?
big Habs dub just now.
They just won?
I don't want wins.
How did they just win? I thought they were down like 2-0.
No, Caulfield and
Oh,
Suzuki.
Kirby Doc with a big sniperoonie. Cole
Monahan
Caulfield
and
scored.
Doc.
Dude, Monahan and Doc are low-key
I
the
love
dynamic duo I didn't know I needed.
Facts.
They're actually nasty together.
I agree.
Okay, so for all of these questions, this is currently,
Where are these all football? Yep.
yes.
Oh, football. Let me
This
lock the
is
fuck in.
at this very moment.
Oh god.
Okay.
Who's the leading pass? Oh god, this is gonna be so
Are
bad.
we doing this
I'm
again?
gonna choke this shit.
I'm gonna be so bad.
My god.
At the current moment, who in the NFL leads the league in passing yards?
I think I know this actually.
I have no idea. Wait, do we have to put it up?
I'll give you just everyone let me know when you're ready.
Oh,
I'm good. It's wrong, but I'm good.
me too. I'm so wrong.
Like
Let's go. 3, 2,
someone's stupid.
1. Lift it up. We've got Josh Allen all the way around.
Wow.
The answer is Josh Allen.
Oh baby.
I was scared. I was scared it might be Matt Ryan for a second.
Listen, I wanted to.
Oh,
I have it written down here. Shout out Matt Ryan. He's number 2.
Yeah,
Believe
dude,
it or
that guy
not.
threw 37 passes in the first half.
Believe
that
it
dude
or
threw
not.
62 in the whole game.
That's
Okay.
so bad.
So, the next question: who leads the league in passing touchdowns?
Oh, fuck.
Yikes.
Fucking yikes is right. Passing touchdowns.
I feel like it's gotta
Oh.
be.
Go 3, 2, 1. Lift it.
Yeah, that was a stupid
God.
guess. Nelson.
Lamar Jackson from Dawson. We've got Patty Mahomes from Shaner and Liam. The correct answer is either Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen.
Fuck.
Wow.
I was gonna write Josh Allen. God damn it.
All right. After 2 questions, Liam and Shaner are perfect. Dawson is 1 for 2.
LBS is getting cooking, baby. I love it. I love it.
As of Monday, October 17th at 9:45 p.m., who leads the league in rushing yards?
It's between two.
Oh
It's
yeah.
between two.
I
Okay.
actually have no idea.
Here, I'll give you my reasoning after.
I don't know how he did this weekend.
I'll give
3,
you my reasoning after.
2.
It's
One.
wrong. I'm definitely getting it wrong.
Liam has Chubb. Dawson has Chubb. Shaner has Chubb.
So the reason I said Chubb
don't know
is
how he did
because
it this
if it was Saquon, Shane would 1,000% know it.
Oh,
I think it's
crap.
Saquon. I just don't know how Chubb did this weekend.
I need you guys to answer a question for me.
It's for sure Saquon.
Yeah.
What do you call your penis when you're like
Woo!
kind of horny?
Baby.
Small.
Let's go.
It's a chub.
Oh,
That's the correct answer.
Damn.
All right. As of 9:46 p.m. on October 17th, who leads the league in receiving yards?
fuck. Oh my god. That's fucking funny.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Justin Jefferson from Shaner. Diggs from LBS.
Wow.
Dawson has Cooper Cup.
That's a variety. I like it.
The
I feel-
correct answer.
It's Cup, isn't it?
What's the fastest animal on the planet?
Really?
Oh, I knew that.
Cheetah!
I literally saw that today.
Really?
Tyreek Hill currently leads the league in receiving
Yeah,
yards.
he's on pace to break Calvin Johnson's record.
Holy
Right.
shit.
So ratings don't change. Liam and Shayna are still one ahead of Dawson. Who leads the league in receiving touchdowns?
Oh my god.
Jelani Woods.
Fuck.
Incorrect.
Doesn't he have like 4 though?
3, 2, 1. Lift it. I've got Travis Kelce from all 3 players.
Just because of that 4 tutty game.
Yeah, 100%. We also low-key
Correct.
checked how many touchdowns he had while we were in class, I'll be
Yeah, 7.
The correct answer is Travis Kelce. Okay. The next one, if you guys get this, I will be shocked.
Who leads the NFL in tackles?
Yeah.
Who leads the
like-
NFL in sacks?
I feel like I saw this morning.
Oh. I don't know. I have no idea.
I got a-
Oh, I know it.
I'm just going with the homer pick.
I got it. I don't got it.
3, 2, 1.
He said he'd be shocked, so I'm going off the board.
Gazy?
Rashawn Gary.
Oh, Gary. What'd you say, Dawson?
Micah.
Micah, and LBS has Judon. The correct answer with 6.5 sacks is Alex Highsmith of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, man.
Believe
How
it or
many does
not.
how many does Parsons have?
I believe he has 6.
Fuck.
So I wrote these questions last week thinking we were going to do trivia.
A lot
There's
of updates.
4 guys tied for first. And I look back today, that has changed. Okay. As of right now, what NFL team has scored the most points?
I knew what it was a few weeks ago.
I have no idea who it is.
Yeah, it was the Lions until like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it was the Lions, eh? I just wrote. Oh, fuck.
3,
Hold up.
2,
I'm wrong.
I'm just going out on a limb here.
3,
Trying to put
2,
two together.
1. Got the Dolphins from Liam, the Falcons from Dawson, the Eagles from Shaner. I think you guys just overthought yourself here, man.
It's the Chiefs.
The correct answer is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Fuck.
Oh man, I should have.
We got 2 pretty boys.
Yep.
Okay,
I fumbled my first dub, boys. Fuck.
so besides the Denver Broncos, because they were playing Monday night and I made these questions before they played, and they technically had the least amount of points scored, which team besides the Broncos has the least amount of points scored? Because they will have the least amount of points scored after today, after this game,
Besides the Broncos.
besides the Broncos. This is the last question, by the way.
This is
Let's-
tough, dude. I
Who's
don't-
winning?
It's
What's
tied
score?
between Liam and Shaner.
Oh, baby.
I,
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a team right now.
This is
Fuck.
We good? 3, 2, 1.
Raise your hand if your team got shut out this year. Yep.
I've got the Colts from Shaner and Dawson. I've
I'm
got
not-
nothing from
too late.
Liam Barkley.
I didn't get enough time. Can't be the Colts. Please don't be
The
the
definitely
correct
not.
answer from the AFC South, the Houston Texans.
I knew that was gonna come as soon as you said it.
fucking go.
I want to be involved. I want to be involved in the fucking last round.
LBS is so lucky.
Unfortunately, Dawson has
Let me
been
be
eliminated.
involved. Someone give me a super hard question that would let me.
LBS
get-
should be disqualified. from-
Unfortunately, Liam has Dawson has been disqualified.
No.
So now, how this will work is I will ask a question, and the first person to write down and raise an answer, a correct answer, will be crowned season 2, week episode 3 champion. The correct answer. The question is, as of this moment, which NFL team has the best point differential? Shaner is incorrect.
How about after like 15 seconds, I get to jump in?
Liam is incorrect. Shaner had the Eagles. Liam had the... Who did he have? The Vikings. Shaner has the Pats, and that is incorrect. Liam has the Giants, and that is incorrect.
No shot.
I think the Giants' point differential is like plus 13. Shaner has the Cowboys. He is incorrect. Liam has the Chiefs. He is incorrect.
Boys, let me jump in here.
Shaner has the Bills, and he is the champion.
Fuck!
After like 10 teams being nodded, I thought the Bills would be one of the first two.
It's because we overthink everything, bro.
I am shocked.
Can we just start a podcast that's only trivia?
How am I supposed to know who
back.
the fuck has the best point differential in the NFL?
I'm back.
I don't know. I think about it as just who's the best team in the NFL besides the Eagles, I guess, record-wise. But yeah, Shaner just seems to be untouchable in this segment. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations. We hope to get a NBC trivia night going in once again because that was a blast when we did that last season.
Yeah, except I want to play.
I don't think any of those teams that went would have beat us. I'll be honest.
No
But,
shot.
That was a very fun night, and hopefully we could do that again. Congratulations, Shane. Let's move on to everyone's favorite segment. That is Top 5. And this week, we're doing Top 5 most reliable players in the NFL. Take that as you will. At number 5, I have who I think is the most reliable running back in the league. Bias, because he's from Alabama. But if there's a guy who I need to get a yard in the NFL, I'm giving the ball to Derrick Henry. So he's at number 5 on my list.
Number 5 on my list. I don't even know if he's still in the NFL anymore, but he was the first name that came to my mind. Fucking hate the team. Patriots legend, Mr. Matthew Special Teams Slater.
Oh, wow. What
I
a
love
player.
that. That's hilarious.
What a reach.
player.
I wanted to give an honorable mention to James White, who is recently retired. My 5th guy, dude, I just found guys that I like, just thought of guys that I like that I thought were reliable. And at number 5, it's not really going to make sense, but Keenan Allen, when he's on the field, I think he's very reliable. Unfortunately, he has issues staying on the field, but
LBS just always finds.
Unfortunately, his body is not reliable.
but as long as he's out there, he's extremely reliable. He's coming down with most balls that are thrown to him. So yeah.
LBS always finds a way to sneak Keenan Allen on his list. Doesn't matter what it
He's
is.
a reliable player.
It's so true.
Doesn't matter what it is. Keenan Allen's making an appearance. At 5, I think Matt kind of said everything for me. It's Derrick Henry.
Oh, let's go.
There's one guy I need to make a play happen on the 1 yard line. It's got to be him. So
Give it to your defensive end playing running back. That's what I say. Listen. Number 4, foreshadowing from the game of the week. It's Travis Kelce, man. This guy, I don't think Patrick Mahomes owes enough or can get anything for Travis Kelce that'll be worth what he owes to Travis Kelce for him growing up in the NFL. He has been so reliable for Patrick Mahomes, and I think Travis Kelce is one of the most important players in this league. And Patrick Mahomes should be very grateful. Travis Kelce, number 4.
Shout out to Travis Kelce's brother, Jason Kelce, number 4 on my list. You need a reliable center. Jason Kelce's that guy.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. Fuck
Wow.
yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. First of all, also shout out to them. They have a fucking hilarious podcast.
Yeah,
It's so good, dude.
good.
But yeah,
Wow.
I
The
got
second most funny podcast on the planet, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it has to be. But no, I have him at number 4 on my list.
yeah. Number 4, another kind of obscure receiver, but Brandon Cooks. He's
What?
Number 4 most reliable in the NFL?
Where am I right now?
Listen.
What world are we living in?
Listen.
What?
Listen to me. Can I
I could just see
Why?
the comments flying in on Instagram.
Can I say why at least?
Please.
Listen, he's been in the NFL for 8 years. All right, he's put up over 1,000, and in 6 of the 8, and the 2 that he didn't put up over 1,000 was because he played less than half the year, and he was well on pace to do it. Listen, if you have a guy who's going to put up 1,000 yards, back to back years, that's as reliable as it gets. I'm sorry, Brandon Cooks is that guy.
I
All
think
right.
I could name 20 more reliable receivers right now off the top of my head than Brandon Cooks. But
All right, the stats prove he's reliable as fuck. That's all I'm saying.
fair enough.
All right.
I don't know how many receivers have that many 1,000-yard seasons like that, back to back.
All right. So
In the
back
league.
to star players.
Back to earth.
Number 4, I got Debo. Dude, this guy just doesn't have a position.
Bro, come on.
Give
I'm
him the
catching
ball.
heat for Cooks.
Okay, I didn't see Cooks doing everything Debo did last year.
I'm just saying. I don't know why I'm catching heat. What makes Debo so reliable?
Because he out here created a new position. What do you mean?
Does that make him reliable? I think that just makes him
When the game's
versatile.
on the line, who do they give the ball to?
I don't know. To be honest, I do not know who the 49ers give the football to.
When the game's on the line, LBS, wake up here. Let's come on. When the game's on the line, if you're Kyle
me see.
Shanahan, who are you giving the ball to?
Hey, I would give it to Debo, but I'm saying there's good options on the field with them there too.
Look, you give the ball to your best player. Debo's the best player.
All right, fair.
Okay. Number 3, and as painful as it is for me to say it, my whole life I've had to spend it watching Tom Brady play in Super Bowls. And I don't think there's a bigger case for being reliable than leading your team to Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl. I just couldn't bring myself to put him at number 1 on this list. So Tom Brady is number 3 on this list, and I don't think I can really get any heat for this, to be honest. He just finds a way to get it done.
My number 3. It's another Kelsey. Shout out to Travis. If you need 10 yards, if you need a touchdown, if you need a block, maybe not a block, but Travis Kelsey's your guy. And I think people underestimate how valuable those tight ends are. But like Matt said, what he has done for Patrick Mahomes' career and vice versa. Obviously, Matty's done crazy things for Travis too, but just unbelievable. So I got Travis Kelsey.
Yeah. Number 3, I guess I don't know. I might have misunderstood what I was doing.
Oh no.
Jesus.
No,
Jeff
listen.
Wilson Jr.
No, it's Patrick Peterson. I mean,
Okay.
that was
That's
a lockdown
reliable.
corner.
I'll give it to you.
He was a lockdown corner the minute he came into the NFL, made the Pro Bowl his first 8 seasons.
Who?
Patrick Peterson.
Oh yeah, respect.
I mean, maybe he's not as reliable as he was, in his prime, but I still think he's, the minute he stepped into the NFL, he was a lockdown, so.
I'm going with a guy we haven't seen yet this year. So I'm just going to hope he's still as reliable as ever. DeAndre Hopkins. When you throw that ball up there, you just know he's coming down with it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it doesn't matter who's covering him, how many people are covering him. He's coming down with that ball some way or another. So D-Hop, you're my number 3.
I would agree with that. That's someone who honestly didn't pass through my mind, but might have made my list if I would have thought of him. Number 2, the sole receiver on my list, best receiver in the league right now. That's Cooper Kupp. I mean, I don't think any team relies more on one person than the Rams do on Cooper Kupp. I mean, this guy gets 14 targets a game. It's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it, except for maybe when the Saints would throw to Michael Thomas 14 times a game. But I think what Cooper Kupp did last year is more impressive than what Michael Thomas did in his offensive player of the year season. Not that Michael Thomas's wasn't great. It was fantastic, but I think Cooper Kupp is just more important to that offense. And I mean, this guy just makes every play possible. So Cooper Kupp, number 2. And I'm so excited for my number 1.
I think we maybe have it the same number 1. I'm going to be the first one to jump to this side of the ball, which is Gonna be the special teams. Oh no, I have Matthew Slater.
You
Never
wanna do
mind.
that?
You're gonna be the second first person.
My second first one behind myself. Maybe not showing it this year too much, but Justin Tucker,
Oh,
the GOAT. I mean, coming from a Colts fan who's had Vinatieri his whole life, I think Justin Tucker is well on his way, if not already the GOAT. He missed a few kicks this year, but
Next one on Sunday, baby.
yeah. But no, I don't think even with that, you give me a choice of 32 kickers. I think I'm taking Justin Tucker to hit a game winner every single time.
So
Yeah.
it's not close.
No doubt. Number 2, I have Cooper Cup as well for all the same reasons Matt just listed off, to be honest.
I didn't even think of Justin Tucker, to be honest with you. But that might be my favorite pick so far in the top 5.
Hey, thanks.
I haven't said his name yet, and he's sitting at my number 2, Travis Kelce. Just not much to say. You guys have pretty much touched on it, and he's an all-pro in the GOAT conversation for a reason.
Remember when I said that I was so excited for my number 1?
Yeah.
Dawson just ruined it
Sorry.
because there is not a single person in the NFL that is more reliable than Justin freaking Tucker. That 66-yard bomb he hit against the Lions last year was one of the greatest things I've ever seen happen in a football game.
I don't think I've ever been more bricked up than I
And-
was at the moment.
The thing is, this guy has made over 40 straight fourth quarter or overtime kicks. I'm pretty sure he's made something crazy in the amount of like 40 plus kicks or something in that time too. It's just insane. Like if you're playing against the Ravens and they have the final drive and you're tied or you're up 2, you're fucked. They just need to get it to fucking your 48-yard line and they're gonna win. Like it's insane. Like there's no one more reliable than Justin Tucker. It's not even close. This is the reason why I made this freaking list or this top 5. I was like, I'm putting Justin Tucker at number 1,
Justin
and I'm
Tupper.
so excited to do it.
Justin Tupper. My number 1. Your guys' is number 2. I forget who Shane had, but Cooper Cup. Like I just thought of it as like 3rd and 10. Who you chucking the ball up to, or who do you trust to get open? Who do you rely on to get open? No one more than Cooper Cup, man. I would kill to have Cooper Cup on my team. Like, oh my god. But yeah, for me it was a no-brainer number 1.
Yeah, my no-brainer number 1 was Tom Brady. Bro, I mean, not much has to be said.
Bro, it's Tom Brady.
Sorry. As basic as it is.
I guess so.
I threw in Brandon Cooks.
Cooks on marriage advice.
Brandon Cooks at 4, man.
That's the craziest take I've ever seen, maybe in my life.
Oh my god.
Um,
Dramatic.
I still can't believe that. Anyways, also the fact that
Over
you
it.
put Keenan Allen.
Yeah, the fact that Brandon Cooks wasn't even 5,
He was
Wild.
4.
wild.
Oh my god. You guys don't see it how I see it.
I don't think anybody in the world sees. I don't even think Brandon Cook sees it how you see it.
Bro, that's crazy. I think that is crazier than me putting Brandon Cooks on that list.
Oh, it's
All right, at one, so we can move on because this is wild. I got Cooper Cup also. Not much to say.
There it is.
No Brandon Cooks though.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Oh, that was amazing. All right. That was our top 5 most reliable players in the NFL. We're going to head on to our final segment here, and that's our lock of the week in terms of betting. And you guys know me. When there's a numbered UFC card, I'm looking at the digits, looking at the values. And we've got the card of the year happening on Saturday in Abu Dhabi. We got 6 superstars in the UFC fighting. We got Peter Yan fighting Sean O'Malley in the bantamweight division. Aljamain Sterling fighting TJ Dillashaw for the title of that division. And then we have Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev fighting for the vacant lightweight belt. For those who don't know, last time that Charles Oliveira was going to defend his belt, he missed weight by half a pound, so they stripped him, and only Justin Gaethje could win that the belt that night. But Charles Oliveira submitted him. My parlay, I'm giving a 3-leg parlay. I'm gonna go Jan and Sterling with Oliveira, all to win. Oliveira being the only underdog in that parlay, and that gives you odds at plus 455. And I think I'm just gonna sprinkle in a little good value. That would be O'Malley by finish. O'Malley by finish, either KO, TKO, submission, or disqualifications at plus 500. Because I think if you're just gonna pick him to win, you might as well pick him to win by finish, because there's no way that he's gonna outduel Petr Yan over 15 minutes. But yeah, I mean, we've seen O'Malley. He's got that one punch finish power. I don't know if it's. I think Petr Yan's just a little bit too much of a tough task to overcome, but I think whoever wins this fight's gonna fight whoever wins the Sterling Dillashaw fight, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, Jan Sterling Oliveira plus 455. Bring it to the bank. Islam Makhachev from Dagestan is going down.
Boys, we are jumping over to the CFL.
Wow.
Ooh.
The Montreal Alouettes are
Okay.
playing the Toronto Argonauts on Saturday.
Oh god.
They're currently basically a pick 'em. They're at plus 1.5. I got Al's money line, baby, in front of the sold out Percival Molson Stadium.
Guy has season tickets and doesn't know the
Shaner.
stadium name.
Shaner and I in attendance. My dad and Matt's dad on a date.
Oh.
Yeah.
What else can you ask for, boys? Al's can lock up home advantage throughout the playoffs if they win this week and next week against the Argos.
Yeah, 'cause
Tough
Dad
task.
Can't hit a 23-yard field goal.
Tough task, but doable. So I'm rocking Al's money line on Saturday. And throw in, I'll even parlay it if you want some extra juice. Parlay it with a Geno touchdown, because that's just the biggest lock of the century.
I don't think there's been a game this year that me and Dawson haven't thrown money on Geno Lewis scoring a touchdown.
And I don't think there's a game this year that hasn't paid out.
I'm not gonna lie. Before this season, I would have put David Cote on my top 5 most reliable football players. But this year, he's just been shaky.
Shaky as all.
Shaky.
So anything inside 50, it's going wide right. Anything fucking longer than 50, dead straight down the middle.
Dead center.
Right down the pipe.
Good from 62.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, hopefully I can go 3-0 here with the locks since we started back up. And I'm gonna be taking the Cleveland Browns plus 6.5 against the Ravens. They need to bounce back after that tough loss in New England, and there's no better place to do that against a divisional rival. So I think they know how to game plan the Ravens. I think it's gonna be a close game. That's all I gotta be said.
Listen, another week, another disrespectful Giants game. How are the New York Giants not favored against Jacksonville? How many teams do the Giants have to beat to be favored against a team that just had back-to-back first overall picks?
I feel like Vegas is thinking that
Trap
this is going to
game.
be the game where the Giants season just gets unraveled.
Have you seen their next 7 opponents?
Yeah, but just think
If
about it.
that's unraveled, Brian Dable's getting fired.
What happens if Trevor Lawrence drops 450 yards, 4 touchdowns? Christian Kirk goes off for 200.
I mean, if Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers can do it, I don't think he's going to do it right now.
If the Jags win this game, I think Vegas runs the NFL.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got Giants plus 2.5 right now. I'm tired of the disrespect.
No balls, take Giants money line then.
All right, fuck it, money line, run it. Go, let's ride.
Good.
Giants money line, 6-1. Here we come.
Alrighty. Well, that does it for season 2, episode 3 of the Nothing But Controversy podcast. I'd like you to do us a favor, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Shane will give you a kiss. And you heard it here first, folks, from Liam himself. Brandon Cooks, the number 4 most reliable player in the NFL. See you next week.
Probably in NFL history.
Forget it. Don't forget it.